Okay, I'm done with the setup. I hope y'all are doing well that are here and that are going to be joining us in the somewhat soon future. It has been a minute. I'm going to preface with, I know the title says Imperial Knights. I am going to work, actually we're going to do a little bit of kit bashing before we start painting up some knights. Want to make a few little changes to my list. Really like 1-2 models, so I want to get that done. And then we will be painting the knight that I've been working on for way too long tonight. Yeah, I will switch things over to here. But yeah, so the models that I want to make are kind of kit bash, and I got inspired by one of you guys in the community here. I want to make my, well, I have a Calidus Assassin that I will do, but I kind of want to take some parts from it and make my own, I can't remember the name of it, the one that's the anti-psyker one. He's worth like 85 points. I don't have that base model. I have some pieces or models I can take from and make my own. So yeah, we are going to go through and I think start with that as the basis. We're going to make, is it the no, it's not Calidus. Is it Calexis? Is it Calexis Assassin I'm thinking of? Might be. But I'm going to steal most of the model from this box right here. We're going to steal this Deuterino right there, because I think that would be a perfect base for the model. And probably steal some bits from some Necrons, and definitely from that. So, I don't have the instructions, so I'm not sure how it's going to all go together. But it should be fine. I don't have my good clippers. I don't know where they went or where they disappeared to. So I'll have to deal with a not so decent pair. This is Servo Skull. This is the other leg. Well, that was unintentional. And I need this hand. Try to think if I'm going to hold off on grabbing that arm for now. And let's get this cleaned up and quickly put together. I don't know fully what I want to steal from the other assassin model. But I am thinking of taking their gun and throwing it on this one. I'm definitely going to change up the head. Not a big fan of this speaker. I like the idea of this long extended head, but definitely need to do some other parts. Nope, let's not cut too much off. start with these two. I'm not going to need to magically glue this on them. I know. I think it's going to fit. Hey, Shovel, how's it going? Hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had a busy and not so busy weekend at the same time. I know my Sunday better. Had like a nice little relaxing Sunday with some friends. Actually, no. My friend from North Carolina is up here visiting family with his wife. So we got to have some like brunch at a really nice place together. Then we walked around for like a little bit and did some window shopping. And I got myself... After like the Ren Fair, I've been in a very big fantasy mood. So I got myself 2 new books to read. I got myself Beowulf by Tolkien, his translation. And then I also bought the Duncan Egg story book, or the Duncan Egg book from George Martin. I wanted to read that book for a bit, especially after the TV show came out. So I wanted to kind of learn about it and actually make that be my first little step into the world of Game of Thrones. Because I've never really watched Game of Thrones. I've learned about it off YouTube, but not really much more than that. How's it going, Taylor? Hope you're having a good evening. I hope your weekend was good. I know the title seems deceiving, but I said earlier that I'm going to be making 2 models that I might switch out in my Imperial Knights list. I'm going to make the... Well, I'm going to try and make 2 assassins. I got inspired by, like, Cry Havoc to make my own assassins. So I'm going to make the... I think it's like the Colux. I have this one, which is the Calidus. It's the other one. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but it's the Anti-Psyker one. Calexis? Is that what it's? The Calexis? Okay. I almost bought the model itself, but I figured I had enough pieces because I have this Inquisitor box, and I'm going to use his little servitor guy as the basis for the assassin. I figured it will work out really well. Now I have to steal, I think, a different size base from another model of mine, but I'm sure I have one to spare. Yeah, do it! I think, oh, what YouTube channel is that? I'm trying to remember his name. I know his name. I watch his stuff. He's got Templar. He's done his own orcs. His orcs are doing something. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Good morning and good evening to you, Darren. I am doing good. I am making 2 models for the Imperial Knights list, and then I am gonna go back to painting the Imperial Knight I did last time. I sat down and let it kind of sink in. It is going... I think the colors are going to work. I worked a little bit off stream. Nice, nice. Is there a particular chapter you're doing for your Marines, or you doing one of your own or something like that? I think that's okay for now. At least that one's set. I can move over to this one. Oh, Eons of Battle! I was like, who the hell is EBO? And Eons of Battle is what you're trying to say, Taylor. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I think I do apologize for people that have returned and it, like, seems like I don't recognize. It takes me a minute to recognize people that do come in here. Like, Grim, I recognize, but it's taking a while for me to recognize Grim. Shovel's always coming in. But yeah, that's exciting. Good for you. I want to call you Vil. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I need to find my... I need to buy a new pair of clippers or find my old pair of clippers, because these cheap GW ones are not good. EVE Online. God, have I played EVE Online? I don't think I played EVE Online. Sounds familiar, though. I know I've heard the game. No, I'm thinking of another one I played. But I have heard of. Viltora. I'll try to remember that Viltora. Ah, yep. Yep. Grim, you are right. Usually, I think it's how it started, is that you pestered me enough to be remembered, but I wouldn't say pestered. But I do remember you do complain about a lot of stuff going on in life, which is fair. We all need a place to vent. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing. Oh, that is my other pair of clippers, the precision ones. Those worked so well for like a year and a half, and it finally broke. My chat is super delayed, by the way. Probably on my end, yes. Or is it on stream? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it is delayed on my side. New debt will be required. No new debt for you. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, on OBS, I think it's delayed a bit because I have like a little window up on my end for the chat, and it takes a bit for it to load in. I see. Not sure how to fix that currently. I feel like I'd have to close the pop-up chat and then redo the link. And I'll be honest, I don't really want to do that. Wait, hold on. The tip on your clippers broke? What broke on mine was the spring to push them, like, that pushes things back together. I've never heard of the tip breaking. I've actually dented the tip of both my clippers. I actually decided to use these more as a wire cutter, because when I gotta do paper clips and stuff, I cut off a certain length. Damn, that had to be like either a really thick piece or something. I don't really know. Grim, just the tip, you say? Yeah, that's right. You are going back for more schooling, Grim. I forgot about that. It's medical, right? You're going for medical stuff? I mean, good on you. Good on you for trying to, like, move and do something that you enjoy. Yep. Let's see how these... And then will that just sit in there, or is this going to be one of those where I gotta put... Yeah, I gotta put the head in and then glue it. Okay, we'll do that. Do I glue the head on now, or if there's modifications I want to make, should I make the modifications now? I should probably make the modifications now while it's easy. And then I can go from there. I will not pray to the dark gods, but... do I have access to the parts that I want to change? Yes, I have access to the pieces that I need to change. I figured, yeah, I got a few pieces. I'm tempted to steal the Necron mask from, like, one of these guys. I'm thinking, like, the sniper guys. I'm also tempted to do a human skull, because I think they're meant to be like a human skull that kind of like sticks. I just don't know which one. I think this one. This one calls to me. Ah, true, it does. It does get a little finicky when things are glued in place. The arm will go there. There. Okay. Don't listen to Grim. Only do it if you want to. Do not feel forced. I will always deny. Whenever someone's trying to actually, like, promote the stream, I instantly just start being Mr. Deny. I will say, do it if you want to. Where's this bolt pistol? I will raise my own to you, good sir. What's up, good roasted dinner? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's see. Which skull am I kind of feeling? Nice. I'm thinking... I think I will take the Necron skull as his head. I think that'll be... Well, Grim, I will pull out the Night Lord. Do not make me get the Night Lord. I think I'm going to steal some more bits from the Necron box, funny enough. I do, Grim. Also, that sounds really cool, Roast. That sounds like a really cool kit bash. Okay. So the face is there, but I think it'd be kind of cooler with, like, the Necron face? But could I get a... could I also do this head? Could. Ando's not here. He's been devoured by the biomass. I don't want to ruin it too much, but we're definitely going to be doing... do that. And do I have my file here? Or did I put it away? The file is somewhere. I know it's in here. Alright, oh, there it is. That one will work. My librarian / rune priest has a staff and a heavy thunderhammer one-handed. I like that. And you turn the wolf into a dragon. Cool. And you said your captain has the sword and a melter. That sounds like a really cool kit bash. Send pictures if you have them in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, send pictures. I want to see them. If you don't, it's fine. I'm sorry to all the Necron people out there, but I am stealing your models from my own creations. God, if I just like cut off part of my finger with that, that would have been terrible. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, wait, you carved a dragon out of a piece of wood? Damn, that is some dedication. Okay, can I just do this? Get you relatively flat? Think that'll work? Try to make it look like... Oh, that's cool. Try to make it look like toothless. I want to see it. Yes. This will work. Grim, what? You said you found an interesting video about Speaker D and other DM storytelling. TTYL. I'm not good with anagrams. I always fail to this part. Yeah, we are going to glue the face on. Nice, nice. We always like a good battle scene on our models. Forgot to clean up his chin before gluing him on. I'm gonna have to do some green stuff on him to make this look a little bit better and do some sculpting, I think. How's it going, Neo? It has been a minute. Okay, let's get this properly together. Congratulations, Neo! Being able to have that extra money while you're in university will be huge. Although, I will admit, I've never been to college or university, so I can't really speak from a lot of experience. But from what I hear, being able to have some extra income, it's also going to be a lot of like time management. I am missing a bit from chat. Also, you certainly could do that, Viltora, but do whatever you want to do. If you want to send things on Instagram or all that stuff, then go for it. I'm not gonna... I will check them out. I'll check them out in a moment. I'm gonna put that right there. Paint, if you're here, that is exactly what I was trying to go for. Whoa. Oh, those are interesting there. I like the... It's very like watercolor. I like that. Ooh, you made the sniper look like Melta. Ooh, nice, nice. I feel like I should... I want to steal this knife blade for my Kitbash assassin, but I also know that she needs her own blade. I kind of want to combine these into the same model? Okay, let's fix that chin real quick. That is about to come off. That should just come off. I'm sure it'll come to you in time there, Roast. It'll definitely come to you in time. Could I start putting you together now? Can I just leave you? Okay. Hold on. You sit there. I will snug this piece in. Nope. I said snug it in. I'm trying to make you dry fit so I can see what you look like together. There. I kind of like that, actually. Looks like he's, or it's, looking down at someone. And then with this hand stretched out, ooh. Ooh, I got an idea! Because these are meant to be blanks. That's why they're the anti-psyker and everything. Do I find a model that's screaming, or eventually buy a psyker and put the psyker on the base screaming? I think that's... Oh, I'm thinking. Don't know how it will work out, but I like the idea. And get that sent together. Okay. We got that general shape. It's giving me big xenomorph vibes currently. I think that's just mostly because of the head. Head's giving me all that xenomorph feel. Its head would... You're talking... Okay, I'm sorry, Rose. You've been talking about your models, and I missed that. You haven't decided for the healing guy yet. You're going to do pure white with a black trim. Okay. I hope you have very steady hands, because it's going to be very difficult with that. Anyway, I really want to make the healing guy make it look like that he is tied to his squad, always running into danger without a reason. You nearly finished your custom kill team rules. Factional for... functional is 2 customs, 1 battlefield experience, and advanced equipment. Once per turn, you can re-roll 3 of your attack dice for any operative up to max of 3 times. You cannot retain more than 1 critical. If you decide to re-roll 2 dice or 3 dice. That's it for advanced equipment. For battlefield experience, you can retain cover saves as critical saves, and you can re-roll defense dice. You can re-roll defense dice 1 on each model once per turn. Interesting. And these are ones that you came up with yourself, or like there was a spot that you could kind of like see the options for custom rules? Isn't the regular Space Marine squad like a 5-man as well? Or is that a 6-man because of the leader? Because I know there's one like with the captain, and it's like this set of operatives, or you can do like sergeant of either assault intercessors or regular intercessors. That will sit. Where are you? Oh, I see. So these are meant to be like that. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that for me. I appreciate that. Do I like where the face is placed? The hands pointing. I could cut more away. I don't know Kill Team that well, so I don't think I'd be good with any, like, do this or that. I would just fear your opponent might feel it's a little overpowered. I understand, like, it's Space Marines and they don't last, well, they have a lot of wounds and all that. Just don't want you to get into a situation where you're talking with your opponent and they're like, that's very broken. Now I know what I need an arm. Do I take it from you? I don't think so. Because what does your arm kind of look like? Maybe I use it? Maybe. It's gonna be a strong maybe. I think I can steal something from Necrons though. Definitely stealing some of these tubes and stuff. I am going to steal a Necron arm. Can I get a good... Yeah, I can. There we go. When I finally do build those Necrons, there's going to be so many missing pieces. But it's fine. I can work or do something. And then... cut off the ball joint. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. You didn't miss much. I was just saying I don't want you to get into a situation where you're playing with an opponent and they're like, these rules are really broken. And I'm not the best at... I don't know Kill Team that well, so I don't really know the rules and stuff for different things like that. So I'm not the best for criticism. Okay, okay, there. Oh, that's good. Then you're already thinking about that and all that stuff. This guy is so heavily augmented. I think we might make a little bit of green stuff. Or might sit in the way it is. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I want to give him a knife or if I want to give him a gun. I need to look at some guardsman bits, I think, to kind of figure out what I want to do. Weirdly, I do like this little Eldar piece that's on here. Might steal that for his little gauntlet wrist. Yeah, we'll do that. Did I lose the piece I literally just wanted? I think I did. I knew I should have kept my hand on it. Frig. Well, that sucks. Let's take a look and see. What else do I have? Okay, going into the bit box. Yeah, if you want to, you can send it to me. Well, good night. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be done with the kit bash soon and actually go back to the proper title, which is working on an Imperial Knight. But we will see. We will see. Could steal that for the knife. If I wanted to do a knife. Or I could do this plasma pistol. Not that it's very assassin-y. I don't... I mean, maybe they're trying to make it look like an inside job. Yeah, let's stop with that. Take a look and see what I have, and then go from there. So, we're working with this arm. I could do General's Lobby, if that's what you're kind of looking for. Could do a plasma pistol, which I think would be a little bit out of place for it. I could steal this for the knife. So take the knife blade and then do that. Yeah, we'll do that. I think a knife makes more sense for an assassin, but I'm also tempted to, like, add on this chainsword somewhere on the model. You could be like, oh, he's got a chainsword blade part on him. How's it going, Paint? I figured when I saw your message in Discord, I'm like, that's kind of exactly what I was thinking. I know there's no Imperial Knight on here, like I said before. Chainsword tail. Could certainly do that. Could do that. We'll be working on the Knight again shortly. I want to make a quick assassin for this team or these people. I'm good. I had a good weekend. I got to do a brunch with a buddy from North Carolina. At least my friend from North Carolina. He's visiting family. And had a really good visit. Walked around, checked out some stores. We stopped off at a bookstore. And I got myself Beowulf. I was looking at the title. I could not see it for some reason. I got myself Beowulf to read, written by J.R.R. Tolkien. And then I got the Duncan Egg story, or stories, written by George R. No, wait. Written by George Martin. I almost said like George R. R. Martin, but that's not right. And then I hopped on the paddleboard for a little bit and paddled around the most of the lake I'm living on. And I was freaking tired. I paddled like along the beach almost until where I was parallel with my apartment. And then instead of paddling back the way I came, I decided I'm going to go the shortest distance, and that's straight across. And I just started paddling and paddling and paddling. I did not look back. I just kept going. I'm like, I will get to the other side when I get there. Yeah, my apartment is near a pond currently. So I got to enjoy my Sunday on the water. Except for a water creature. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, what do you say? I haven't been painting, building, or frankly anything. Been lazy. Need to get your night haunt done. At least put texture paint on all the night haunt. Now I just need to paint them fully. Well, you put texture paint on. I mean, it's okay to take a bit of a break and stuff from your models. Nothing wrong with that. Damn, that is a very good win. Ooh. Okay. Random thought popped in my head. What if we put on this scope on the side of his helmet as like another way of seeing at a distance? I think that could work. Because I'm not really going to use this for anything else anytime soon. So just a general double check. Set it about right there. This guy will have 3 different octoral visuals. You also bought yourself a solitaire. He just now needs to be picked up at your local store. Hold on. I'm gonna look at this model real quick because you piqued my interest. Looks like I'll be playing Eldar now too. Well, Exodites mixed with Harkons. Yeah! The Exodites look really good. They look really good models. Oh, it's the assassin dude for the Harlequins. Nice. Yeah, no, that box came out like, what, last weekend? This past weekend? I know there was someone, I forget who it was in the Discord that was... Oh, that'd be so cool. A T-Rex Exodite model. I think so many people would buy that. So many people would buy that. I might buy that. We're going to do that. Yeah, there we go. That would confirm an Exodite wave. It really would. God, that's so cool. I want that to be a thing now. But I doubt it. I doubt they're going to do it. Come on. Find your spot. There. Ow! You know what I almost went to this weekend? I'm a little sad I didn't, but also glad I didn't. I almost went to a Shrek rave this weekend. Like, a bunch of my friends were going, and they were gonna like check it out and all that stuff. They bought tickets. I did buy tickets for it, but it got late, and I made plans the next day with other friends and all that, like early in the morning, and I would not be back in time. But yeah, someone hosted a Shrek rave. I have no idea what took place or anything like that, but I remember the tagline being "Cool as dead," some other stuff. Let's just have fun. How's it going, Swiggity? Hope you're doing well. You missed quite a bit, Ando. I'm not going to get into what you missed, but good to see you here, and I know you'll have to leave, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Okay, let's get this together. Wait, no, I need to clean up this model. That's it. Right there. And be okay? Possibly. Probably not. I will have to make up some green stuff and kind of throw it in his arm and I think a few other spots here. I know I'm not doing the night right now. What I decided beforehand, I'm like, I want to make some assassins for the knight's list. So I went and Cry actually inspired me to kitbash my own assassin. So once I'm done building this guy, I'm going to pull out the Imperial Knight. For this particular model, yes. But literally someone came walking into the store and was like, hey, I want to sell this model. And I was like, well, I'm kind of looking for like an Inquisitor. And the guy working in the store was like, we don't allow in-store, like someone coming in selling, you buy. But if you guys want to like step outside, you buy and all that stuff, that's fine. It's like, cool. So we stepped outside. I bought this. And now I'm using the little servitor dude or whatever he is. And making my own Calexis assassin. No. My local game store. I think I can add in... I want to add in like some more tubes. I almost want to add in like some tubes like right there to his noggin going somewhere else. Just step outside. That's what we did. We did. We stepped outside. I bought it, and yeah. Honestly, he might be good where he's at. I definitely have an idea for his little yeah, the base. No, that's not gonna work. I could do that right there. Yeah, I'll give that a quick cleanup. I'll call him done, and then we'll work on the frickin' blob of a knight that I got. He's been sitting watching this off to the side currently. That's not going to want to stay. Yeah! Look at that! I'm going to add some more plastic cement real quick into these spots, but look at that guy. It's not a knight, but I think it's a pretty damn good assassin for the knight's list. I should definitely do some green stuff. And yeah, I think I'm going to use this Wednesday because I got... Make him a tubular? Swiggity, you said... I let my brother borrow my primer a bit ago, and he got angry at me after he sprayed too much and got a blob of primer on his model plane. Best I could recommend was light sanding. Yeah? Light sanding or a little bit like scraping and stuff. I'm gonna paint up that guy. I don't think I'm gonna let anyone here take a crack at it. But I'm gonna put this stuff to the side. And we're gonna pull out the knight. We'll actually start working on the knight now. I don't think I have any more besides the shooty bit up top. I don't really have any more painting left to do on him. I mean, I gotta do the gold metallic part on the gun here. Because I want to make that look like burned, and I gotta do some silver. But I think doing some black trim will be good. But yeah, I did a little bit of sponging off camera. Good night, Paint. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some rest. Actually, funny enough, Paint... Okay, I was almost done with this guy, and Paint, like, realized, oh, hey, it kind of looks like a... Like, the colors kind of look like a sunset, or it could be like a sunset, and I looked at it, and my thoughts in my head were like, I'm almost done, but he was right. It does look like a sunset. So I went through and I decided to... No, Paint. You're fine. I'm just explaining to Swiggity why the model looks the way it does. You go off to bed. You go get some rest. No, I was just explaining. Pretty much we're just trying to make this look like a sunset. So I went through and I did that. All the purple is supposed to be like where a cloud is. The pink is the sun setting slightly more and more. And then the orange is where the sun is like behind, but still kind of set. So that's the idea. And the thought was all the all the light was coming from this side of him, his left side. So then I made the right side look darker. Paint, you can have a whole goddamn bed. Let me get this set. I gotta open up that. What? Swiggity, you good? Maybe you're the one that should get some rest. Okay. That has been soaked. Do I work on the color black or the metallics? I think we'll do the black and then work on the metallics. Okay. I'm going to do the biggest part first and then go from there. I have no room on my desk whatsoever anymore. I have taken like every freaking model and thing I have. I need to like put things away. You know, I actually wanted to do that assassin as a YouTube shorter video. But I never got around to do it because I figured I will do it here. You know what? I can at least take... I know for the first hour, that's what I worked on. And then I will find it. And work on it from there. Okay. No, these are regular Imperial Knights. Just, I had some friends choose the color scheme for each Knights that I have, and we almost had this one finished, and then Paint or Stop Motion Games came in and was like, hey, that kind of looks like a sunset, or the colors look like a sunset, and I'm like, he's right, so I completely redid this Knight to try and make it look like sunset. But no, I'm running regular Imperial Knights. Just giving this guy some color on his trim, because it's much needed. Although I'm tempted to start sponging. By the way, Dread, it's good to see you. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Don't think I'm going to be able to actually sponge on as much as I want. Well, I hope every day is getting easier and easier for you. And that you're close to being done with it. Like the sickness, I mean. Hi, Rory. How you, buddy? I think I do need to step away for a second and just use the bathroom, but it shouldn't be too long. Am I almost out of black? Might be. Oh, Ruby. Being such a good boy. I hope you all that have dogs, you love and cherish them. We do not deserve dogs. I don't love and cherish mine enough, and I know it. And there are days where it hits me and I'm like, I need to do something with him, or I'll take him to do like small things. Like this past weekend, I took him out to go get ice cream, and we went to a place that sells like dog-friendly ice cream. So I got to give him his own little special treat while I had mine. I think that says a lot about a person on how they look at animals. And especially like ones that we consider our pets and all that. Dread, I'm starting treatment for your lungs soon, so you hope that you'll make it better. Ooh, nice. Well, I'm glad you're starting treatment. He's a cat person. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of cats. I mean, cats are good. They do have their benefits. And I've had some good cats. I've just never been the biggest cat person myself, but they are a go-to-house pet for a lot of people out there. I think the black kind of works as a good little buffer. Pink, black, and cream colored. Ooh. That sounds really cool. I am trying to be very careful where I'm currently painting. Oh, while I was like paddling around, I saw a color for like my future house, or one of the colors if I ever own a home that I'd want to paint it. And it's orange and white. Like a yellowy orange. It reminded me of a creamsicle. It's a very like whitish orange. I don't know, it just looked nice. And I really do like creamsicle, so. I probably have seen it before. Okay. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I will be right back. I'm back. And Well, that's exciting to hear, Dread. Doing some Tyranids for your buddy. I was talking with my buddy Afro and how I want to do more Warhammer games with him, and I want to do like tournaments and all that with him. I like to do a doubles tournament, both 1,000 points. He brings his Chaos Space Marines. I bring either my Space Marines or my Knights. And then we just go and we have a good time. He hasn't played 11th yet. We haven't really scheduled the time. I've tried to, and I've always, like, forgotten or gotten busy. Actually, I did some sparring with him on Friday, and both me and him are into, like, fantasy, like, sword fighting, all that stuff. And we made, we both did. We both made some foam swords to, like, spar with and kind of just duel each other. I had some PVC pipe, and we bought some pool noodles and some duct tape. And they, we had like 5 inches of length that just like stayed off the end of the PVC pipe. We should have cut them off to begin with, and I'm going to tell you why. As we were dueling, I got bopped in the face, like by a jab, and it went right next to my eye. Like, I didn't realize it, but actually, like, it cut the corner on my eye. And afterwards, like, as I start breaking, I'm like, it's not feeling any safe. So we cut the ends off, and then we taped it around. So we made it look more like a very flat fist, so that if you got hit, it wasn't as hard, and it was more like a, like, it dispersed and all that stuff. Oh, it was so much fun, though. He definitely got a lot more hits in than me. We just only counted body shots. We weren't doing arms or anything like that. Wait, Dread said it was supposed to be 1 box of Leviathan. I ended up with 4 to paint for him, so that's a lot of Tyranids. That's a lot of, like, that's a lot of Termagants and I think a few Screamer Killers, right? That's what you were saying. Also, you found out that my friend who knows nothing about 40K plays Warhammer. I want to see if he could maybe get in a game with his dad. Maybe not, wait. I meant to say my friend's dad plays Warhammer, not my friend plays it. I mean, yeah, if they're... I was going to say, if he's interested in learning, and that could be something him and his dad can bond with, and then you can... Like, the 3 of you can have games together. Could be fun. And... Oh, something you said earlier, Swiggity, that the rules for 11th seem hard. if you understood the basics of 10th, 11th is just like an upgraded version of 10th. Yeah, there might be some changes you're not like used to anymore. I know fights first is a little bit different. It's no longer like, oh, you charge me, and my model fights first because it has the fights first ability, even though you charge me. It's not like the person that charged always has fights first, but after they do their first rounds of attacking, or their first model, like the first unit, once their first unit attacks, your unit has fights first is able to then fight a unit, and then it goes back to him. Yeah, that can be a big thing. Maybe getting the rulebook would be good for you too, because the rulebook has pictures. Even though I think it's a little bit out of date now, the rulebook has like pictures on. This is like an example of what we're talking about. Okay. Oh, okay, so I'm checking out the Discord real quick. And just seeing like what you guys sent earlier and all that stuff. You know, we haven't done in a little bit, now that I think about it. We haven't done a community day in like quite a while. I meant to do one like a bit ago. I think it's been a few months now since I've done it, and I probably should bring it back. I'm not really sure what I'd do for a community day stream, though. I'd have to re-download Monster Hunter if I did that. A community day. So, I was going to take one day a month that I would stream a game and have people from my community join me on stream. Not talking or anything like that. But just like we play games together. And it's something that like it'd be up on stream. We'd all like hang out, have a good time. We did. I know I've played Space Marines before, but that wasn't a community day one. Monster Hunter was one that I did with Dread. I don't have Monster Hunter anymore because I had to make room for other games. I do want to go back to it. It would be fun. I think for a community day, could either do Peak or do Super Battle Golf. I'm leaning more towards Battle Golf only for the fact that you guys would pester the hell out of me in that game. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. It is a fun, like, battle royale golf game. Yeah, I think it's like $20 for Battle Golf. I'm not sure about Peak. Welcome back, Ando. Yeah, I think they both do cost money. Swiggity. I know with Peak, they're doing the, like, I think it's the last 2 biome updates. I know that's a big one. My only issue with Peak, if I do that, it's voice. Yeah, it is voice chatting with stream. Like, I know I can do talking. I don't know. I'm not really sure with you guys. Like, I'm scared, to be honest. Like, I'm nervous putting you guys on stream, like, and having a voice chat. Because someone could say something that is not appropriate. Yeah, oh, yes. I can turn off everyone else's, like, voices and stuff when they're in. It's just, I'm also explaining why I've never done a, like, community. Like, I know some channels, they're like, oh, I'm streaming, and, like, the community can join in and, like, chat in with the voice chat. There is one that, one of you guys sent in the Discord, like, another channel, and they had people popping in and out. And I'd like to do that one of these days. I'm not sure. It just, I'm scared. That's the end of the day is what is it. I'm scared to have that be a thing. You'd be like, oh, we get Ando in, and then all of he's saying is biomass for like 15 minutes straight. Or other things. I'm a very big worry war on a lot of stuff. I don't think it does. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I think every time I play it, I'm chatting in Discord with friends and stuff like that. Oh, which, talking about my friends and involving you guys, I know I mentioned, like, Comb before, which is the name of the group chat that I have with my friends, and you guys wanted, like, your own little Comb group chat. I brought that to their attention, and they all said no. They shut that down instantly. Well, I'm not 42, but I do work in construction. I've said before, my actual job is like landscape construction. I don't do much construction anymore, but just because a lot of like stuff happened with the business and stuff, and there's still a lot going on, and I'm not going to get much into it because there's a lot of personal family stuff, and if I talk about it on here, even though some days I want to because I'm behind a wall and stuff like that, people do know me. Some people that watch this stuff do know me here on personal stuff, and I've chatted with a couple people about what I got going on in my life, but I'm not really like, if someone here randomly met me in person and knew about what I had going on, that's a bit of a risk. Yeah, it is a hyper public space, but I also feel like people, I do forget this. I feel like people forget that you guys are real people behind the screens, and people will overshare or do things that don't really look good in the long run. Or like, yeah, there'll be jokes and stuff. Like, I think someone I'm thinking of is like Krelly, who's a cow VTuber. Like, obviously she can joke about herself. She does what she wants. But I know, like, some stuff that, like, she's taught, or, like, said, like, I don't know if I'd say that myself, but again, I'm not her. She does what she wants. I just know I wouldn't be going too personal on it. I like watching a lot of clips of VTubers. Not... I don't really sit down and watch a lot of, like, streams from them, but yeah. I'd say, yeah, a lot of it... It's more just, like, quick entertainment stuff. You're not really missing out when you don't watch them and all that. Although I will say, there are a lot of channels out there in the world. There's always content for everyone. And that's kind of the beauty of, like, YouTube and stuff, is that there is content for almost anyone out there to watch. Find their own little niche. Just don't let it be too big of an echo chamber for yourself. I fear there's an ad about to play, but I don't think one is. No. Okay. Put that back on. Well, enjoy your lurking, Swiggity. Ando, I finished my second Hive Guard while staying with Paint Scheme. Still staying with the Paint Scheme. Still staying with the Paint Scheme. Geez, sorry. I made him look like the solar opposite of the first one. I think I really like the idea. Yeah, what colors were you doing again, Ando? I've had this thought a little bit, and I want to ask y'all. I want to go to some Warhammer events in the future. Are there any big Warhammer events that you guys plan on going to that you think I should go to? I'm trying to think off the top of my head the first one that I'm thinking of. It's Adepticon. Yep, I was thinking of Adepticon. I'd like to try going there. I do know, at least from my area, I think it's like one of the biggest like Warhammer tournaments in the area that I'm gonna go to this. I think it's September or fall. October? Is it October? No, it's August, October. No, is it August, September, October, November? I can't remember the months anymore. I know December's last. Oh, it's December, November. I think next month is September. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is there's a big one that, like, I think over 100 people go. The tournament itself has 100 signups. And I want to go to it. It's called the Standoff. I'm gonna try. It's gonna be my first like 2-day event that I ever go to and actually like play a yeah, I'm gonna play like 5 games. I'm curious how I'll do. I'll probably get my butt whooped at every single game, but we will see. I don't know if I want to take my Marines to that or do my Knights. I really have been playing the Knights quite a bit, so I'm almost tempted to continue with them. But I should dust off the Marines and try to finish that 2K list I got. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun no matter what. I'm tempted if I don't run the Knights. I do need to finish up a Knight once I'm done with this guy. There's some more stuff I want to add on, and if I don't run the Knights, I'm gonna take that Knight and throw him in the art competition that they do there. If I do run the Knights, I won't do the art competition. Well, that's done. I think the black actually looks pretty good. It's a nice little... It doesn't take away from the colors. If anything, it might actually add to it. Like, it's more of a focus at that point. With that being said, I'm going to work on this one. Let me see if I can actually get away with painting or sponging on the black. Seeing how well I can do that. Try to be very careful here. And there. Yeah, it's a good start. And as I keep going, I can recolor it again. Who's been like your guys' favorite model to paint up this year so far? I actually have to remember mine here for a second. I know for me it's been one of my Space Marine models. I can't remember which one. I've done so many that they all just kind of blend together in my head. Maybe the Deathwing. Deathwing for me might be good. Oh, it's also not that. Like, what other... There's the Chaplain, too. The Chaplain's been another one that I remember, like, oh, he looks really good now. Nice, Wiggity. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you, where it's like, I've done so many, I'm kind of forgetting what I've painted up, and like, which ones are my favorite and all that stuff. Dread, do you need help with your minis? Like, should you call in the cavalry to, like, finish painting up these minis? Oh, okay, so you're almost done. Damn, good on you for that. Oh, you've gone... And, I will get to your comment in a moment. I'm going to focus on Dread's thing. Just so I understand correctly, you've gone 4 Leviathan boxes. So you got those at the beginning of 10th. I'm just assuming. And you're just now finishing them up? Also, Ando, I dislike how true your statement is. I don't like the idea that I'm the same shape as a orc vehicle. How do you time out someone on stream? I kind of want to time out Ando now just for that comment. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to time you out, Ando. I'm just trying to get a reaction out of you. Dread, yeah, at the start, but I was the whole boxes paint, the Space Marines for you, and then the NIDs for him. Well, see, I hope you guys get to play many, many, many games with them. You got 40. Okay. I feel like you should have your buddy help you paint up these models and finish them off. Because it's been 3 years and now it's been a whole new edition since the box came out. That's why I'm like kind of astonished. Like, wow, you got 4 boxes and you've done it all yourself. There. Make it this color. Make it khaki. I have a winter scheme. Okay. Don't do khaki. What color should they be? I like navy blue. Navy blue is a good option. Dread, I have never played. I paint and build more, but we will see if we can play anything when we have time. I looked at the time. It took me an hour to build that custom assassin. It's taken me an hour just to paint up black on this model. Mike, you should do the Great Clean one. Also, yes, hello, welcome. Yeah, if you want to do them in like realistic skin tone, you should look at doing the Great Clean one. Okay. It's a great unclean one, but cleaned. I will find an image. We're going to the internet. We're going on a side quest, people. We're just going to save this as... properties. Search. Great clean one. Oh, it's a big image. This guy. Yes, and wow, the World Wide Web. This is the Great Clean one. Or as you can more aptly call it, the normal Redditor. Or your Discord moderator. That is also what this is. Thank you. Thank you, Mouse, for letting me borrow that. I'm glad I could help you with your scheme. So, POV me after Taco Bell lettuce. We're gonna put that away. But yeah, I think there's a YouTube video about someone making him. I've not watched it, but I would recommend watching it. But that was made from a Great Unclean One model. And they did a lot of work to make it look like that. I don't know that show. Ugh. You know, I'm kind of curious now if I look like the Great Clean One. Like, do I actually look like that in person? I hope not. I seriously hope not. I mean, you can just go to my YouTube videos and see, like, in the thumbnail what I look like. I've said this before, like, and I swear, Swiggy, you've been a part of this conversation before. Hi, Roy. Like, my YouTube videos. I am in the thumbnail of some of my YouTube videos. I look like that one rattling mini? What mini do I look like? Ah, you choose not to look at them. Honestly, I probably should either... You'd rather sit with anticipation than disappointment? I mean, I'm just a dude at the end of the day. I'm not like handsome Squidward. I mean, at some point I will do streams that have my face. I've done streams with my face. I think it was like building a custom kill team board, which I did not finish. That was... that had my face in it. I mean, I do want to like hide my face, but don't hide my face at the same time. I like pretending just to be the little thing on screen that talks. But I also know that, like, I am my own person. I am me. God, that sounds a little bit robotic. Like, the little dude on screen, just a aspect, a mask that I wear. I feel like Swiggity's off to find that rattling model that he was talking about. Also, I'm going to pop over to this one real quick. Oh, that's a cool model there, Dread. Insert dude in black hoodie wearing hacker mask meme. The one with the guy eating a sausage? What? I messed up when I touched some parts I wasn't supposed to touch. The rattling mobbly. Okay. Okay, that might make a bit more sense. It was too... Okay, I understand. Ooh, that might not be a... That's not a bad idea for like a little model to do. Do like an emo little gecko. Yeah, that might happen. I do like updating the little guy every once in a while. I haven't done it in a bit. There's a lot I really haven't done. Like, I'll be honest, I do want to make more thumbnails and stuff for streams. Not just the same one you guys keep looking at every single time. Which, if you guys like the same thumbnail every week, let me know. If not, I don't mind changing it. I will try to make a different one each time. I'll be honest, the one for this stream, I made in like 15 minutes. Emo gecko. A more original phrasing has never been spoken. I'm sure someone has spoken the phrase emo gecko. What? Hold on. I just read Ando's comment. I may or may not have added the Great Clean One as an emoji on the Discord. First off, how can you... Oh, when did this person join? Jeez, I'm just realizing people are joining. What do you mean you added the Great Clean One as a thing to this? Oh, excuse me. Rory, stop licking your paw. It's okay, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, you are. I love you. Oh. Because I think people don't think they need to stress test the Discord. I don't know how to not make you guys do things. I need to like research how do you... Oh God, I feel so... I feel so old thinking about this. Like, I need to look up how to properly set up a Discord now. Oh, I am tempted to add in a moderator at some point, but I don't know on who I'd even allow to be a moderator. It's a lot of power I'm just going to be giving to like one person. The emotion. I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just like, I need to actually do things properly. She's a crinkling one. Oh. Oh. Ooh, I like that, God, I forget his name, but that demon you just posted, Dread. That's a really good scheme. I wasn't saying you would be one, Swiggity. I'm just saying, like, out loud, I think eventually I should add one. But, no, I think that is something... I've been very relaxed on, like, a lot of things. And I'm lucky that no one has taken advantage of the stuff I have going on. Like, really, I should make it set up where, like, where you join, you have to go... Vashtor. Thank you, Dread. The name is Vashtor. I knew it was... I know the name. I just never think of it. Anyway, where was I? I forgot my train of thought. Went completely out the window. I will admit, it's more of a testament on you guys. You guys are been, like, so good and stuff like that. You really haven't, like, I just haven't noticed this stuff. You guys have just been just decent people. Ah, yes. I don't remember what I was... Oh, yeah, like, I should have it set up where, like, the bots, like, you cannot look or do anything until you react to the rules and stuff. And, like, once you react to them, you then get, like, access to the regular channels and stuff like that. A quote from your music teacher. You are only who you are when no one is watching. That's a very, very true quote. That's a very good quote, too. Like, a lot of times we're just mirrors. Like, kind of, like, reflect things. Like, we're just kind of reflections or masks that when we talk to different people. Which it's not the best in the world, but it's better. So that will sit like that. Yeah, I think you still get the same idea. Okay, I can start doing another one, or I might have to call it here. Because it's almost 10. We go for 2.5 hours. I plan on doing another one tomorrow. It's another thing that I really need to do, and it's come to my attention that I gotta do this. I really need to make a stream schedule. Not just for you guys, but also for myself. So that I actually stream on a proper schedule. I've not been doing 3 streams a week. I've been only doing 2. And I always plan on doing one on the weekend, but I never get around to it. So I think I need to go back and make a schedule again and stay focused on that. So, I've also been tempted to reach out to you guys and be like, what new suggestions you guys have for the streams or the Discord, stuff like that. I feel like things need to be upgraded a little bit. We've been stagnant for a little bit too long. There's got to be some growth here. But with that being said, I am going to do my little outro. I am going to get some rest. I'm going to tackle tomorrow as a brand new day. And you guys should as well. So, first things first. If you enjoyed the content and you want to see more, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream 3 days a week, starting from 7 p.m. EST and going into about 10 o'clock p.m. EST. All kind of depends on my mood, my schedule, stuff like that. Yeah. And if you want to be a part of the community a little bit more, I do have a Discord that's completely free to join. It's not just Warhammer. I'm trying to make it more like a community hub, or not just community hub, creators hub. That's what word I'm looking for. So like any sort of crafting hobby or hobby in general that you have and you want to share, I want to hear about it. Whether that be like writing, carpentry, leather making, cosplay stuff, as little stuff like eventually I want to hear on the channel and just kind of learn some new skills here and there. So yeah. Also, if you want to support the channel a bit more monetarily, I do have a Ko-Fi/Coffee account. Everything you donate there goes directly back into the channel to help with upgrades on getting newer equipment, hiring an editor for videos, brushes, paints, models. It all just goes back into this channel. But with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.